All right, we're on. Hello, everybody. I am Robert, and this is Guitar Journeys. I will be your host for the next hour. I like my guitars clean. I don't like them to get dirty. I've seen in the past, I've seen and I've heard that some guitar players like to let their guitars get, I don't know, I guess, for lack of a better way of saying it, dirty. And then some people like that. They like that the owner of the guitar let it get all dirty and gritty, and they said that gives it the character that it's been used and well traveled and all that other. I don't do that, man. I don't like that. If I was going to go out and buy a guitar, and let's say I was at a guitar shop where they sold like rare guitars or older guitars, or I was in a pawn shop or someplace, where I was going to buy a used guitar, and it was all nasty and gritty and dirty looking, I don't think I'd buy it. I like my guitars to be nice and clean, pristine, well kept up. Get that fretboard nice and oiled. Have everything nice and clean looking. That's how I like to keep my stuff. All right, anyways, so good morning, everybody. What I'm going to do today is just, hey, what's going on? All right, I like that. Matthew, how you doing today? So anyways, what I'm going to do, all right, so Monday I put on a show at a nursing home, and so I'm getting, you're doing good, all right, man, me too. Thank you, sir, I appreciate that. I got a son named Matthew. Hello, how are you doing? Do I know? No, I don't think so. Anyways, so let me say that I try not to talk about my past. I try not to talk about, like, when I had my business in Colorado. I don't think a lot of people want to hear all that crap. Sorry. I don't think people want to hear all that stuff about my past and how I had a business. But this is the thing I want to say. So I want to use that to get you to where I'm going, so that you understand how I'm thinking in my mind and where I'm going with my guitar. Okay, so I had a business way back when, and actually I think I started my business in 1999 in Colorado. Okay, so I started out of the back of my car. I had a Ford Explorer, and I started out of the back of my car with a bucket of tools, and hey, how you doing? Thank you for commenting. Thank you for coming and joining in. I appreciate that. But okay, so I had a bucket of tools, and a plunger. I'm not kidding, man. I'm really not kidding. So I started out just doing handyman work. Okay, so I would do like, and actually my business took off pretty good. So I was doing like just maybe painting your fence or staining the fence or repairing the fence. cleaning up your yard. I got some jobs where people abandoned houses, and the banks would hire me to go clean up the house. Because when people abandoned their houses, it was so weird, man. It's like they just got up and left, right? I mean, they left food in the refrigerator, food in the cabinets. Um, I love James Taylor. James Taylor is one of my he's one of my guys, James Taylor. I do not know any James Taylor songs. One of these days, James Taylor's songs are mainly fingerstyle, most of them. He's a really good guitar player. Okay, let me hurry up and finish this, okay? Or I'll get sidetracked. So I'll make it fast, okay? So anyways, I had a business. I started out of the back of my car. I'd done handyman business. Then people started calling me for like a plugged up toilet or a plugged up sink, a plugged up shower. So I started investing in some drain cleaning equipment. Within about 3 or 4 years, I stopped doing the handyman work and I was doing mainly just drains. Okay, let me get right to the end here. At 20 years, I had 3 vans. I had enough machines to fully equip all 3 vans. I was renting a shop. We were really rolling, man. We were going really good. Now I'm going to tell you what happened to the business, okay? The stress started making me sick. It was too much stress for me. And it started making me sick. And I had a bad back and a bad neck, and I was taking a lot of medicine, over-the-counter medicine, so that I could go out and work. I went to the doctor. The doctors told me that I had to do something different because I was going to end up having a heart attack or a stroke from all the stress. So I tried, for a couple of years to try to tone down the stress, and it just wasn't working, man. I got to where I was feeling sick, and worried all the time and stressed out. So anyways, I had to quit the business. I really did. I figured, hey, if I'm going to die, man, I think I better just quit, right? So I turned the business over to my son, and I ended up moving to Kansas. Okay, so here's the point that I'm trying to make. It taught me how to be patient and how to take things a little bit at a time. And, oh, you like my hat? Cool, man. Check it out. It's really nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I'm kind of doing the same thing with my guitar. I don't really want to turn it into a business. If I get to the point where I need more extra money, I can. I can charge the nursing homes for going out there. A lot of people do charge to go play at the nursing homes. I could, but I just don't really want to take my passion, this is what I love to do, play guitar. And I hate to turn that into a job, but I can if I need to. But anyways, I'm going all around, man, trying to make one little point. I'm growing in my guitar journey, okay? This last Monday when I put on a show is the first time I used a pedal. And you guys want to check out some of the videos I just put on this morning. So I have about maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I bought an Ibanez Tube Screamer. And it honestly, the first time I tried hooking pedals up to this guitar, I don't know what happened, but it didn't work good. The first time I tried it, it was making all kinds of noises and humming and echoing and just getting all kinds of feedback. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I couldn't hook a pedal up to it. Well, when I got this Tube Screamer, I said, you know what? I really want to try it again. I'm going to try hooking that Tube Screamer up to this guitar. So I hooked it up, and man, it made the guitar come to life. I'm telling you, it really made a difference. So last Monday was the first time that I used a pedal when I put on a show. All right. So I've got some other pedals that I'm going to buy that are supposed to make your guitar playing sound a lot better. Like one of them is a compression pedal. It compresses all the sounds so everything comes out even. Okay, so the Tube Screamer, I googled if the Tube Screamer has a type of compression, and it said that yes, the Tube Screamer has a small amount of compression. Anytime you change the signal, it compresses it a little bit, but an actual compression pedal will even things out. Because like with the Tube Screamer, when I added that, I noticed that if I hit the strings too hard, it really blasts out. If I don't hit it hard enough, you can't hear it. So I do need that compression pedal to kind of even things out. And then there's another pedal called a chorus pedal. And a chorus pedal has a very, very slight delay. And it gives your, you take a six-string guitar, it'll make it sound like a 12-string guitar. So in the next few months, I'm gonna get those pedals. And you're going to see in my videos, you people that watch my videos, you're going to see that I'm going to start adding more pedals. But last week, I got my first pedal board. And it's nice, man. It's real nice. I've been working up to it. You know, I bought the Fender power supply. I'd say probably 6 months or close to a year ago, honestly. And I have about like 4 or 5 pedals already. So I'm working up to getting a full pedal board, and I'm working up to getting used to playing with different pedals. And you see how it's kind of like the same as being in business when I was in business? Because I started in the back of my car, right? And about 2 years later, I got my first van. And then a couple years later, I got a nicer van. It was about maybe, I'd say, close to 10 years. Real close. Maybe like 7 years after I had been in business, I went down and bought a brand new van. Now, that was in 2008. Yeah, so if I started in 99, I bought the van in 2008. So yeah, about 8 years, 7 or 8 years. It took me to where I got up to where I could buy a brand new van. So anyways, I'm doing the same thing with my guitar stuff. You know, just gradually getting better and getting more stuff, more equipment. And my end goal is just to be like fantastic when I go put on a show at the nursing homes. So, but I want to do street performing, but I want to be real good. You know, I want to put on a real good performance. I don't want to go out and have people just walk past me, you know, and just look at me like, that ain't nothing. I want people, when they see me and they hear me, I want them to stop, you know, and film me and take photos of me. And if you want to give me some money, I'm going to have a little tip bucket out there. You could definitely put some money in my bucket. That's cool with me. But that's kind of where I want to go with things. I don't really like the idea of scheduling a show, you know, like outside. I don't like playing outside too much because 1, I don't like the wind. 2, I don't like, now I know that sounds kind of weird, but let me clarify what I'm saying about, okay, I don't like flies getting on me. I don't like the wind. I don't like if it starts raining or lightning or something like that. And I don't want someone to say, okay, you need to be here at a certain time. You need to play for a certain amount of time. we need to pick out the songs that you're going to play. I don't want any of that, you know. So the thing about doing street performing, if it's not a nice day, I don't have to go. If it's a beautiful day, then I'll go. I got one of those gazebo tents where I could set in there where the flies won't get on me. And I actually want to try to get something that's a little bit smaller. But I'd like to set inside something, you know, to where the flies can't get on me. I just hate it, man. I really hate it when a fly gets on me or my guitar. I hate that. But how cool is this, okay? Check this out. I'm not a great guitar player. I'm a good guitar player, but I'm not great. Not yet. But when I go to these nursing homes, they act like I am a rock star, man. They yell out, they whistle, they yell out, they compliment me. They say, oh, you're so good, you're such a good guitar player. Now, check this out. If a guy or a gal, if a person is lucky enough to find a place where every time they play, everybody is real excited to see you, and they're happy that you're there, and they clap for you, they cheer for you, they think that you're the best guitar player they've ever seen. If you find a place like that, I say stick to it, right? Right? Because not every place that I play is going to act like that. But anyways, that's that, okay, guys? I know I took a long time to get there, but that's that. Hello from Russia. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. So here's the thing, guys. I'm not going to play any music. I'm going to do like my morning routine is what I'm doing. And you understand this. I do cover music, you know, but that means I play other people's music. I don't write music. I don't want to write music. I have no plans on writing music. I have no talent to write music. So I play other people's music. It's what I do. But YouTube don't like that. If I play along with music, that's what I do. Okay, they don't mind it when I make videos. But when you do a live stream, they don't like it. And they will copyright the whole video. So I will run the whole video just to try to play a song. So on my talk shows, I don't play music. This is just a talk show. It's a place where people can come and join in and talk and feel like they're wanted, like they're loved, like they're needed. You know, that's what it is. This is a group where we can all come together. If you're having a bad day, tell me about it. You know, if you're having a good day, tell me about it. If you like a certain group or something you want me to listen to, I will do that. But I'm just going to basically do like my morning routine, my morning thing that I usually do. It's already 11:38, I believe. Yep. Excuse me, I'm going to have a drink of coffee. But I think that's really cool, though, that you are from Russia. I like that. What else do I have to say? Oh, I was just going to say, it's kind of a weird day today. I went outside a little while ago to put some food in the bird feeder. And it's kind of, I wouldn't say chilly, but Frankie, go sit down. When I get ready to feed you, I'll let you know. Go sit down. My dog is a super big pain in the butt. I mean, a real big pain in the butt. He'll act like, okay, it's 74 degrees outside, so. But it was cooler than that earlier. He acts like he's starving, right? And then he keeps standing there like, hey, feed me, dude. I want to eat. Feed me. So you go in there and you put food in the dish. He won't eat hard food no more. He's getting old. He wants soft food, canned food. So you go in there and you put the food in the dish. He'll walk over and smell it and then walk off. So, he's really a pain in the butt, man. He woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning wanting to go outside. He don't just like wake you up. He just jumps because he sleeps on the bed with us at the foot of the bed. He just jumps out of the bed, and then you can hear, wakes you up when you hear that boom when he hits the floor. And I tell you something about this dog, man. He's a trip. If you don't get up and let him out, he'll poop right there by the door for you. So when he jumps out of the bed, unless you want to pick up poop, you better get up. You're from planet Earth. Cool. All right. I like the Smurfs. Yeah, the Smurfs are cool. We went to go see that movie, How to Train a Dragon. They had a special 2 o'clock movie for Father's Day. We have a really nice little theater here in town. It was made in 1940, 40 something, and it's really cool, man. It looks just like it did. They've kind of redone things, and they got a really nice sound system in there. Saudi Arabia, wow, how cool is that? From London, nice. Man, I am all over the world today. That's really cool. I know I've told this story before, but I will say it again. When I was a kid, it was real big for people to have, I think they called them ham radios. They were CBs, right? CBs, and they had them set up. Israel, all right, man. From the other side of the world. Wow, that is so cool. Really cool. Thanks for coming on, guys. I really appreciate that. But anyways, back when I was a kid, back in the 70s, they have like radios, CB radios, and these were mainly like older guys, and they'd have an antenna, big antenna, and you still have the CB, cool, but they would be communicating with people all around the world on these radios. And everybody just thought, man, that is so cool that you can talk to people, in another state or in another country. My dad was a truck driver, and he had a CB radio in his semi-truck. He had oh, thank you, I appreciate that. This guy said he subscribed to me. Thank you, I appreciate it. But he had a CB in the pickup. He had a CB in the semi-truck. And in the evenings, I was probably 12, maybe 11, 12, something like that. In the evenings, I'd go sit out in the truck and talk on the radio. I had a little group of, they were kids of other truck drivers. And we'd all go to like a channel that wasn't busy, and then we'd all just talk about school and what's going on, and we used to think that was so cool. That's nice, man. That's nice. The suicide hot what? You called the suicide hotline? Well, hey, man, let me help you out. All right, let me help you out. Okay, when my son, he was going through a lot of stuff in middle school. He got diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, and he was having a hard time with that because he was having tics. He was making noises and stuff in school, and they were making fun of him. Hey, Mia, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Cool. I'm glad you got to join in. Oh, my dream guitar. Hang on just a second. Let me finish telling you this real quick, okay? Because this might be real important to this other guy. Anyways, my son was having a real hard time. And I could see that it was affecting his mental state, you know? So we had a real nice talk, me and my son. And I told him, we're going to get through this, okay? This is going to be kind of rough maybe, but we're going to get through it. And then I told him, no matter what, bud, no matter what, I don't care how bad you get, don't ever, ever think about committing suicide. Don't ever do that. It will kill me. Just come to me, talk to me. You know, we'll do whatever it takes. We'll get through this. And he did struggle. He struggled a lot. He got behind in school. He got up to into high school and he couldn't do the work. And I tried to get him into one of those schools, smaller school, and they wouldn't. I don't know. They just said they had too many kids and they couldn't make room for him. And he finally ended up dropping out of high school. But yeah, it was kind of rough at that time. We made it through it, but you know, suicide is not the answer, man. You don't want to do that. Hi, Robert. Oh, you've been studying a lot, huh? All right, cool. I wondered if that's why you haven't been joining in. It's because you said that one time you had a lot of finals coming up. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We all have our times. Hey, man, how's it going? Denmark, wow. Man, I am all over the world today. That is excellent. So, back to my dream guitar. I've got a plan. I really am I am really a Stratocaster guy. Okay. I think, for my opinion, okay, a guy told me one time that if you say my opinion, you're never wrong, because it's your opinion, right? Okay, so in my opinion, you can get almost any sound that you want out of a Stratocaster. You can make that Stratocaster sound like a Gibson. You can make it sound like anything. You just have to get the right pedal and get the right technique of playing, but you can get almost any sound you want out of that Stratocaster. And when I first started playing the guitar, I didn't really like the way the Stratocaster looked. But I noticed that all the guys I knew that played the guitar had a Stratocaster. All right, I had a couple of buddies that had Stratocasters. And so my way of thinking was, if I learn how to play on a Stratocaster, and if I go over to their house and I play their guitar, it'll be just like I'm playing my guitar. So that's why I bought a Stratocaster, and now that I've been playing on that guitar for about, I've had that guitar at least 10 years. I really can't see myself playing any other guitar. I'm not really that interested in having a Gibson. But I will say this, if I did get a Gibson, I think that I would get a gold top. That's one guitar that kind of does, you know, I'm thinking maybe later when I start getting a little more money. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that. I don't know I don't know what exactly that guitar looks like, but I know the PRS is an excellent. I'm going to, let me look that up real quick. So what I want to do is I want to build my own guitar, and I just want to get all the parts separate, but I want it to be like, uh, okay. My guitar is Acoustasonic. That's what this is. I'm going to look that guitar up real quick before it goes away here. PRS, right? PRS, SE. Hang on. NF3. I want to look at that guitar. Well, this shows that that guitar is like a Stratocaster. Is that what it is? It's a Stratocaster looking guitar? This is what I'm seeing. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see it. It's hard to get it to where you can see it on here. There you go. That's what came up. So yeah, it's a Stratocaster looking guitar. I mean, it looks just like a Strat. Well, it's going, yeah. It's nice, man. It's nice. But you said yours is a hollow body? Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I would definitely be into something like that. Definitely. Looks real nice. Um, so my idea is to, I want to get the body, and I found a company that will paint the body of the guitar however you want it painted. You have to ship it to them, tell them, you know, what you want. They'll paint it and then ship it back to you. So I want a red metal flake. All right, check it out now. This is where I'm going with this. Then I'm gonna buy a neck. I don't really have a neck picked out yet, but I like the necks to not have, like this neck here. It's an unfinished kind of like it's not like with lacquer, because that lacquer gets sticky. When your hands get sweaty, the lacquer is hard to move up and down. You get, you know, it gets sticky. Cool, nice. All right. We got some guitar players in here now. I like that. Nice, nice, real nice. What's up, buddy? I appreciate you coming on, man. So anyways, I want to find a neck, if I can, that doesn't have lacquer on the back of it. And then to kind of keep it a Fender, I thought I would get the best. I know they're going to be a little bit expensive, but I want the best pickups that I can get. And I'm going to do the original Fender deal with the 3 single coil pickups. And then I have a hard time saying the potentiometers, but the switches, I'm not going to put Fenders in them. I'm going to go with another brand. And when I get ready to do it, I'm just going to look around and I'm going to find the best switches that I can find. I took my Stratocaster apart about a year ago because the switches got worn out, and the guitar got to where it was unplayable. Whenever you try to turn it up or down, it would just make a big noise, and you couldn't get it, like, you couldn't get the volume like where you wanted it, or the tone. about 2 years before that, I took the guitar apart and I took one of the tones off. So I just had two knobs on it, two switches. But I had to end up replacing them. And I put Dunlops in there. They were a high performance, lifetime guarantee. And they weren't that much money. I think they were like, I'm thinking they were 20 some dollars each, maybe, or 30 each. But yeah, anyways, that's what I want to do. I want to build my own guitar, and I'm going to do a Stratocaster. I use the Lexer strings, yep. I am from the United States. I am. And don't ask me about no political, please. I just had to do that, man. I haven't played anything this morning. I tried some Ernie Ball Super Slinkies. I tried those on my Stratocaster, and I liked them. I thought they were cool. I thought they were good. Thank you. I did like the Ernie Ball. I did. But, so when I bought my Taylor, it had a Lexers on it. And I like those strings a lot. And I've experimented with a few different strings. I've bought Martin strings before, but I bought they were real stiff, like, I think they were 12 gauge, like a 12 gauge shotgun, right? I was trying to set, I have a Martin guitar, acoustic, and I was trying to set it up like a dobro, because I was doing a course that was Delta Slide. So, excuse me. So I set it up kind of like a dobro, and so now it's just basically, that's the only thing you can really do with it, because the 12 gauge strings are just too stiff, man. I've been playing for 15 years, and I've got really nice fat calluses, but hey, you taking off, man? Thanks for stopping in, Ruben. I appreciate it. But I gotta change those strings because they're just too heavy, too thick. You can't really do much with the guitar unless you're using a slide. So anyways, but yeah, that's kind of what I've gotten to the point to where, just to keep it simple, right? I like just keeping things simple, man. The Alexers are good strings, and they have a very wide variety of strings. So I just use that. Big Bad, oh, Big Bad John? I don't know this song, man. But I'll tell you what, I'll write it down. I'll write it down if I listen to, I know the song you're talking about. Big John, Big Bad John. Like I say, my dad was a truck driver, man, so I listened to all that music. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna put it on my list. I'll do a video of it. Um, there was a guy in a nursing home. I will do it, buddy. Okay, give me a little while. 3 little birds. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the heck that is. I'm not for sure what all you're saying there. Bob Marley. No, I don't do any Bob Marley. Excuse me, guys. What I'm into is blues music. So I like to find blues music that nobody's heard before or that I've never heard before. And there's some fantastic songs out there, man. Just really good. I've never heard them before, but I find them on Spotify, right? They send me a deal that's called Discovery. And man, I love those songs. I'm not gonna say love. I like those songs a lot. They sound really, really cool. And the thing about playing blues music, it's easy to play. All right, it's easy to play. It sounds great, and it leaves you a lot of room to shine. I'm learning how to solo. Right. Well, I've been learning since I've been starting, but I'm really focusing in on soloing, and it's different, man. I mean, especially when you're putting on a show, it's real different. Cause, all right, this song. This is how I describe it. Your song is like a merry-go-round that you're on, right? And you're on this merry-go-round, and it's spinning. Now that's you playing the guitar, right? Now you know that solo's coming up. It's coming up, and you know it's coming up any minute. Well, when you get to that solo, gosh darn it, sorry guys, but when you know that solo's coming up, you got to try to think like, okay, what key am I in? And you're just gonna improvise, right? You're doing it just on the fly. You're not. I mean, like, okay, so I've practiced it already, right? I know where I'm gonna go, and you just so you know what key you're in. You find a root note, and you want to try to feel the song and say, okay, do I want it in a minor? Do I want it in a major? All right, you find the root note, and then you start your solo. So that's like you're on this merry-go-round, it's spinning pretty good. You're jumping off the merry-go-round, right? And then when you're done soloing, you got to get back on that merry-go-round and do it everything smooth. And that's the trick. That's the trick, man, is give us a demonstration. Well, as like I said before, I can't play music on my video because YouTube will copyright my video. And then it says right on there, this video cannot be used for monetization. But if you look on my videos, if you watch my videos, most of my videos I do a little soloing. But I took lessons. What I did is I bought courses. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys want any good courses on learning how to do certain things, look up Griff Hamlin. He makes really nice courses. And then every holiday, he puts them on sale. So like the 4th of July is coming up, he'll have a really nice sale. Like 50% off, 40%, 30%. Most of the courses are around $100. So 40% off, but you'll get a book, you'll get a DVD, and then also you can get it like digital, like, on the computer. But I lost what I was saying. When it comes to soloing, right? Soloing is like talking. When you do a solo, you want it to be kind of like you're trying to talk to somebody. You don't want it just going like, hey, what's going on? My name is Robert. This is a nice day. It's really nice outside. I think I'm going to go outside and mow the grass, and then maybe I'll come inside and take a nap. You know, you don't talk like that. So you want it solo, kind of like you're talking. Hey, what's going on? All right, it's nice outside. I'm going to go out and mow the grass, and then maybe I'll take a little nap. So you want think about that when you're soloing, you know? You don't want it to be like all gibberish and all jammed together. So a lot of times when you're playing a song, less is more. Right? You don't have to be so fancy, so fast. I'm just saying not all the time. Sometimes it's better. I'm gonna give you. Okay, I will give you a little example. Okay, so let's say the song is in a key, the G, and you're gonna do a G major. Okay, and I'm just learning this, guys. So cut me a little slack here, because I'm just learning this. Okay, so you're up here, you're playing, right? There's a G, a C, a D. Now you're gonna solo. It's time to solo. Okay, so you're in a key of G. What you want to look for is a G written note. Now, do you want to do it like here? You know, you want it to be like a higher pitch. You could do it like down here. Here's a G down here, right? Usually, what I do, I will either start right here on this G. See, that's a G right there, down at the 12th fret. You can start at this G and do like just a couple of little deals like. Okay, or you say like right here, I'm gonna do it in box 4. If you know your boxes, down in here is your 4 and your 5 area. So you want to do, okay, now check it out. This is your G. This is your headstock. If you want to play a major, you want to play it, on that side, that side of the G, this side of the G is going to be a major. If you go on this side of the G, you're going to be playing in a minor. See? Okay, so let's say you're on this G and you want to play, wait, hang on. Turn that into like a box 1. That's going to be a minor. That's going to be a G minor. But if you start here on a G, then you're going to make it into a major. I know it's weird, but to the group, I'll check it out. Hang on, let me get a screenshot of that. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 to 2:30, I go and I lay down and I rest my back and I listen to music. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I will check it out. Let me text my wife real quick. She said she's going to go to lunch. If I don't text her, she'll be freaking out. Oh no, where's he at? I fell down. Help me! I can't get up. Okay, so anyways, you want to play like here, do like a box 4. So you go back over here. This G over here, you go to box 3. Or you can then you come back down here on a 4. And then come down here on a 5. So you could start with this G and do a box 5. And then go up here to box 4. And then over here to box 3. Okay, and then come over here for box 2. Oh, right there it is. So, but it's really tricky. I mean, you have to, and I've practiced this for years in courses. I practiced it, thank you. I practiced it in, like with backing tracks. I mean, I can put on a backing track. That's something that, you know, that's part of your practice. I mean, it's part of my practice routine. I put on backing tracks. Let me see. I just added a couple of new ones. I just added this one here. This is BB King. Um, the Thrill Is Gone. I already know the song and everything. So anyway, that's what I do to practice. Hey, what's going on, Justin? Um, but I tell you, man, uh, it's you don't really start getting the real experience until you start playing with music. When you start playing with the music, that's when you really start getting the experience of soloing. Because when you're playing a song and you're playing along with that song, and like I say, it's like being on a merry-go-round, and then you have to jump off and then run around and run around over here a little while, and then jump back on. It's tricky. And then when you're doing it in front of people, and you know all these people are watching you, right? They're watching you like a hawk, man. They're just sitting right there and looking right straight at you. You know this solo's coming up, and you can feel it, man. You're like, oh, man. The first time I tried to solo in front of people, I couldn't even find the string, man. I was like, whoa, where's the string at? Where do I want to be? And then next thing I know, the time to do the solo is up. You're just like, oh, well, just go back to playing. And then you try to solo, and then you hit it like a clunker, like or something like that, and you're like, ah, crap. And you say, all right, just leave it alone. Just play the guitar like normal, and then practice more, man. All right, you take off, buddy. Thanks for coming and joining in. I appreciate it, man. Tonight at 7. I'm going to be on again tonight at 7. So if you want to join me again, cool. You have a nice day too, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's very tricky. And so when I first started playing the guitar, uh, you know, I for those of you that didn't hear me at the beginning, I had a business where I went around and worked on drains, like the sink drain, the shower drain, the plugged up toilet. Well, I had about 4 nursing homes that I would go to. Those nursing homes kept me pretty busy because all those people were all the time plugging up something. So when I was going into these nursing homes, I seen people in there playing the guitar. And so when I first started playing the guitar, I got the idea. I said, I'd like to put together a show so where I could go in there and play, for the people. And it took me a long time before I got my nerve up. I was good enough, but I just didn't get my nerve built up enough, my confidence. So I finally got my confidence up and I finally started playing at the nursing homes. I've been doing it about a year and 4 months. And I've put on 43 shows so far. And I'm really comfortable with going in and meeting the people. I'm comfortable with playing in front of them. Sometimes I do get a little nervous. The bigger the crowd is, the nerves do kick in. And I'm getting to the point where I can solo, because that's harder, man. It's soloing during the middle of a song is harder than just playing the song. And you want it to sound decent. And you don't want to make any mistakes because you're like out there on your own, man. When you start soloing, you're kind of doing your own thing. And everybody's watching you and everybody's listening to everything you're doing. So when you hit a clunker, they're going to hear it. And yeah, it's a thing, man. It is. I mean, and playing in front of people is so different. The nerves, and the adrenaline. Man, I was about halfway through my show on Monday. And I started playing You Never Called Me By My Name by David Allan Coe. And I'm not really sure why, but that song gets me like really going, man. It gets me emotional. It gets me really going. And my adrenaline kicked in. About halfway through that song, my adrenaline kicked in. And it's like I was in a out of mind, experience. I just took off, man. I just started playing. So I look back at the video and I said, man, I was really in a zone. Give me a school full of books. I don't really know what you're saying. Give me a school full of books. Where seldom is heard a complaint amongst nerds. Is that a song or something, or what is that? I don't really understand what it is that you're saying. You tell me, explain it to me so I understand it. But yeah, I mean, you ever heard the? Oh, are you kind of saying like there's no substitute for experience? I mean, it's all about getting the experience. You heard people say, well, this is where I earned my chops. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm earning my chops. I'm learning how to play in front of people. I mean, it's the whole thing, man. You have to load the car. You have to drive there. You have to unload the car. You have to take everything inside. You have to set everything up. You play. You talk to the people. When you're done, you have to unload it, pack everything up, take it out to the car, load it in the car, bring it home, unload it out of the car, bring it in the house. It's a learning experience. The whole part of it is a learning experience. It's not like sitting in your living room or sitting in your basement or in your garage or at your buddy's house. It's different. Like I say, I've been to a few places where there were probably 50 plus people. And when I walked in, I said, oh my God, I was not expecting this. You know, I mean, I've been to some places where there was 5 people, 6 people maybe. But when you're going in there's 50 people and you're not expecting 50 people, and you walk in the room and there's 50 people sitting in there waiting for you, oh, you're like, okay, this is a lot more than I was expecting. I've been there and I was nervous, but I just get in a zone. And when I get in a zone, I just go. I tell the people after about the 3rd song, I say, all right, hang on, I'm starting to get warmed up. And I just play, man. I just turn it up. And the only problem I have with people at the nursing home, they almost always, they come and say, can you turn it down a little bit? I said, my God, give me a break, dude. I'm here to jam. It's funner to play loud. It sounds better when you're playing loud. Come on, man. You want to play loud. I would like to get some really nice outside speakers. I've got my eye on some. And then go like to a car show or like a small fair. And then just turn it up, man. Let it rip. You know, they could hear you like maybe half a mile away. They'll hear that and they'll say, whoa, somebody's jamming. That's taken me a few years to learn how to do that. That's the solo to Hotel California. That's the main solo. I got a lot of things that I've been working on forever that I've never like finished, but I'm still working on it, like Sweet Home Alabama. One of these days I plan on playing that, like, you know, out in front of people. I was working on this last night. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Tricky. You have to just practice and practice and practice all the time. Practice. And one day you'll get there. It takes a lot of practice, man. If I told you how long I've been practicing this song, and I have done it live, I have done it. I didn't do too bad, but I did make a few mistakes. But I would be embarrassed to tell you how many years I've been working on that. The hard part about that song is it goes on forever. I'm serious, man. It's got to be like about a 5-minute song. So you're just sitting there for about 5 minutes playing that over and over and over for about 5 minutes. There's been a few times where I just start going like, let's see, how's it going? Like, just kind of mix it up a little bit. That doing that for 5 minutes, it's hard to do. That's the hard part of that song. Even if it just lasted like 2 minutes. Then another song that I've been working on is Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. And then what you do on the when you're playing the the song, whatever chord you're playing is like 3 down, 3 up. But it's harder than it looks. And what I do, I put on the music, you know, with the Moises app. I cut out the guitar playing and I play along with the music. So yeah, I don't have a good singing voice. I wished I had a good singing voice. A guitar camp for kids? I'd love to. So in this little town that I live in, I've had some kids. Like I go to the rec center. I hang out. You know, I don't hang out. I go there to exercise. About maybe anywhere from 4 to 5 days a week. And sometimes there's some kids in there, and I kind of quit talking to them about it because it doesn't seem like no one's interested. But I did talk to a couple of kids one time, and they were really interested. They said, you know, I want to learn how to play the guitar. Can you help me? And I said, yes. The first thing you need to do is go get a guitar. I mean, that's the #1 thing, man. You can't learn how to play the guitar if you don't have a guitar. I know, because I tried when I was a kid. It doesn't work. You have to have the guitar. You have to practice every day. And none of them ever went out and got a guitar. So, yeah. There was a lady on Facebook wanting to know if someone could give her kid guitar lessons. My wife said, you should give this kid a guitar lesson. I said, no, I don't want to get involved with that. I don't want kids over at my house. I don't want to go to their house. I said, no, because then you're dealing with parents and I just don't. I just sound like a mess. Anything like on YouTube, online, I'd be willing to do it. But to go to someone's house or to have someone come to my house, I don't want it. I don't want the problems. I don't want the hassle. I don't want the stress. I have put some lessons on YouTube. Just your basic lessons on how to learn like your open chords. Really had too many people like not that many people watch the videos. So I kind of quit doing that. There's so many people on YouTube that give guitar lessons. My go-to guy is Marty Schwartz, Marty Music. If I want to learn how to play a song, or like let's just say like they call it a riff. That's like the beginning of the song usually. I watch Marty Music. There's a lot of guys. Honestly, there's a lot of people. You can learn anything about the guitar on YouTube. Anything. All you got to do is look for it. All right, guys, I'm going to cut out. It's already been an hour and 10 minutes. I am hungry. I got to find me something to eat. Uh-oh. I messed it up. One of these days, I'm going to play the whole song. That's Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. And, yeah, you can play the chords to the song real easy, but there's a lot of soloing parts to that song that are really difficult, that would take a little while to learn. And then to try to get it to match the music while it's playing, it's a lot of work. It's harder than it looks. You can play that one? Cool. Can you play the whole song? I mean, like, if you play like, okay, let me say it different. If you look on YouTube for I Wish You Were Here, the song, like someone giving the lesson, you can play Comfortably Numb. All right, cool. Oh, you got that downloaded? That's cool. I used to really like listening to Pink Floyd. Do a little partying and listen to Pink Floyd. Yo, hey, what's going on? Oh, man. You're at the airport. Oh, that's cool. Where you going? That's really nice. Just the last solo. Okay. I'm about to go back to Pensacola. Oh, you're going back for like the summer, huh? That's cool. Oh, yeah. All right, that's neat. The brick in the wall. So, like I mentioned before, oh, you're in Minnesota. Nice. You went to go visit somebody. That's cool. Now you're getting ready to go home. That's right. You live in Pensacola. That's nice. Well, have a nice flight. That's fun. I like flying. The only part I don't like about flying is that when you get there, you don't have a car. That part sucks, man. That and you got to leave your car somewhere, right? You go to the airport, you got to leave your car there, and you worry about it all week because people steal stuff off your car. So that sucks. So you got to kind of like get a ride to the airport. And then when you get to the airport, you know, when you get to where you're going, you don't have no car. So you have to get a taxi to go to a car rental place. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I do like the flying part. And don't get me started on trying to eat something at the airport. Oh my God, that'll break you, man. That's like going out and buying groceries. Your aunt's gonna pick you up. That's nice. That's nice when you got someone that's gonna pick you up. Cause I had my sister pick us up. I had my sister take us to the airport, and then I had her pick us up from the airport. But when we got to where we were gonna go, if you rent a car at the airport, it's like almost double of what it is if you rent it off away from the airport. All right, cool. Well, have fun. I like flying, so you have fun. It's a nice day to fly. Hi. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a nice flight. I would say be safe, but that's not really up to you. Just have fun, man. Just enjoy it. Bye. See you later. Maybe you'll be home by 7 o'clock, and I'll be on tonight at 7. So let me know how your flight went tonight. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's nice. Oh, back to Pink Floyd. So, you know, I put on shows at the nursing homes. You wouldn't think that it would take a lot of my time. It takes a lot of my time. If I learn like 20 songs, I go to a nursing home and I play 20 songs and I put the videos on. Then I go to another nursing home and I play those same 20 songs. Then I post the videos again. You know, that's like posting the same videos twice, but at different places. Then them 20 songs are pretty much done. I'll have to go learn another 20 songs. It's a thing, man. I'm telling you. I'm constantly trying to find songs that I think that people are going to like and that it's good for me to play. Something that's kind of on the upbeat. You know, I don't want to play nothing too sad because I've seen people at the nursing home start to cry after I play something too sad, and I don't like making them sad. You know, the hour that I'm there, I want them to be happy. I get those people up and they start dancing. I mean, they really do. It's amazing. But it really keeps you busy because you're always trying to find songs. You're trying to learn those songs. You're practicing those songs. And then you go out and you play those songs. But the other part that I do is I like the blues, and I like to find blues songs that I've never heard before, and then I practice those. And I haven't made any videos. So, okay, some of them I've played at the nursing homes, but they don't really like that kind of music. You can tell when they like the music, right? When they're putting their hands in the air and they're hooping and hollering, their feet are moving, or they're up dancing, they like it. When they're just sitting there looking at you, and I've had this happen a few times, man. I look out there, and they're just sitting there looking at me like, what kind of song is that? They don't like it. So I don't play that kind of music. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. Yeah. I tell you, there's something about the blues that I like the way that it sounds, and it's easier to play. I mean, playing rock and roll, unless it's like a slower rock and roll. But oh, excuse me. But let's say you're playing like power chords, and you're playing like something that's AC/DC. Okay, let's say like that. There's one song that I'm working on. Have you ever heard of Blackberry Smoke? The song "Waiting for the Thunder." Ah, you heard that one? No? check them out, man. Check out Blackberry Smoke. You'll like them. But that is rock and roll. And it's okay to play. I haven't mastered the song yet, but they wouldn't like that. Okay, if I played that at the nursing home, they wouldn't like it. So that's a kind of some music like that, and then a lot of other blues songs that I'm working on, like Eric Clapton. Like I'm a big, big, big Eric Clapton fan. That's what I practice. That's what I practice. That's kind of stuff I practice with my Stratocaster. And then I'm starting to get some pedals. So when you put those pedals on there, it makes soloing easier. And it makes, when you put like distortion on that, oh man, and you crank it up like real loud, like you're thinking, oh, the neighbors can hear this, right? And you're just like jamming out. Then you really feel cool. Okay, let's see what you were asking me here. So okay, to the 12 bar blues. I know there's a 12 bars, and then I know there's an 8 bar. I have like that written down on my board. I've had it up there for a lot of years. I had it memorized, but it's one of those things, if you don't keep running it through your brain, because you go like 4 of the 1, 2 of the 2, no, 4 of the 1, 2 of the 4, 1 of the 5, back to the 2, back to the 1, back to the 5. So there's a lot in there, you know what I mean? The formula that you used on the 12 bar blues, there's a lot in there. And then there's a quick change where you go from like the 5, instead of going from the 5 to the 4, you go back from the 5 back to the 1. So there's a little bit in there to try to keep it memorized. That kind of stuff you really have to keep up on it. You know, you have to refresh your brain on it. And then like you were saying, like what strings do I use? Okay, on this Acoustasonic, these have acoustic strings because it is an acoustic guitar. It's an acoustic guitar made as thin as an electric guitar, a hard body, but it is an acoustic guitar. You can see it's hollow. I think I have 10s. I'm pretty sure I have 10s on this. You're familiar with the guitar? All right, cool, man. I didn't know if you were or not, so but I thought I'd show you. So I have 10s on this. It came with 11s, and I figured it probably had Fender strings on it, and I do like the Elexir. Plus the guitar was made in 2023. I bought it in 2024, so I figured those strings have been on there for a while. So anyways, yeah, I didn't really like the strings that it came with. So that's what I have on here is Elixir 10s. Okay, on my Taylor, I have 11s, Elixir 11s, because when I put 10s on it, I gave the strings, like the thin strings, I think I was having most problem with the B string. It was either the B or the G, but whenever that string got hit, it'd make a buzzing sound. So what the deal is that it makes a groove in your bridge, and then when you put a smaller string in that hole where the other string was at, it bounces around in there and it'll make a buzzing sound. Yeah, I like lighter strings. You're not gonna break those strings by hitting them. If you do, something's wrong. I mean, I know that. Okay, I know that after they've been played for a while and you hit them too hard, you can break them. But usually, if you do break a string, other than you just hitting it way too hard, there's something wrong with the way that you put those strings on. You have done nothing. I have done nothing to you. What is that about? Why do you hate me? I don't hate you. Don't come on here and start a bunch of crap with me, okay? Because I'm gonna just ignore you. Um, I went to a music store and I asked the guy, and he's really good with guitar repair. I asked him what he thought was causing that buzzing sound, and that's what he told me. He said because that I'd have to replace that little plastic piece that goes in here, the bridge. He said that would solve the problem. And I came home and I had one of the old strings that I took off because I think it was the G string that was doing it. I'm not 100% sure. It could have been the B string, but I replaced that with the old string and it stopped. So the guy was right. Um, but no, I don't think that anything needs to be adjusted on the guitar. Um, eh, I keep all of my guitars in very top shape. But I don't think nothing needs to be adjusted on it. The only guitar that I adjusted the truss rod on was I had an Epiphone that I bought at a pawn shop, and if you look down the neck like this, you could see that it was kind of bowing, and I adjusted it until it straightened it out. So yeah, but it's okay. I mean, the 11th on the Taylor is good. I just like a lighter string so that I can bend it. That's why I like the lighter strings. It's harder to bend the strings when it's thicker. You being a guitar player, you know that. On my Stratocaster, I use 9s. This is how I am, okay? I do what I feel is good for me. I don't care what Stevie Ray Vaughan did. I don't care. I don't care what Jeff Beck did. I don't care what Eric Clapton does. I'm not them. I don't want to be them. I want to play some of their music, but I don't want to be them. I understand what you're saying. Um, oh no, I understand what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, certain little things will definitely cause problems. But I'll show you my Taylor. It's a very nice guitar. And I bought it new, and I don't even hardly ever take it anywhere because, hang on just a second, I'll get it for you. I don't take it anywhere because I'm afraid of dropping it. Ha ha ha. Check that beauty out. It's a gorgeous guitar. I have taken it to the shows a couple of times before I got my Acoustasonic. I mean, actually, this is the guitar that I started out with, taking to shows. But after, oh, it got dirty. After playing this thing for about a half an hour to an hour, it gets to where it feels real big. To me, it just feels huge. I feel kind of awkward sitting there with this thing because it feels so big. And then I'm so afraid of putting it like on the guitar stand. I'm afraid it's going to fall over or something. And most of the places that I go to have like a hard floor. Not all of them. Some of them have carpet. But even to dropping on the carpet. I've never dropped this guitar, man. I've had this guitar for about 13 years. I've never dropped it. Are you going to take off? Hey, man, did you like my Taylor? It's a 614 CE. Well, you take care too, buddy. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Nice chatting with you, man. Come back on tonight at 7. At nighttime, I have more different people come on than what they come on during the day. Take care, man. I'm going to run too, guys. It's already been an hour and a half, and I need to get eaten and get downstairs and get to jamming. That's the shark. All right, man. Peace out, everybody. I'm Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. Go watch my videos. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. No, I'm right-handed. It just looks that way because it's on a camera. It looks like I'm playing left-handed, but I'm right. I'm a right-handed guy. Yeah, playing left-handed is a lot harder because everything is played, made for right hand. So come back tonight, okay? I'm gonna take off. I gotta get out of here and go do some stuff. I gotta do my chores. I'm retired and my wife works and she gives me chores to do. I have to make the bed, I have to do the dishes, I have to feed the dog, I have to let the dog out, I have to go feed the fish, I have to work on the fish tank a little bit because it's all full of mold and crap. I'm supposed to go out and edge the yard today. So I got a lot of work, man. I'm a musician. That's what I do. I play music. I don't go out and do yard work. What the heck? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Check me out tonight at 7 o'clock, please. And we'll continue this chat. Y'all stay cool, man. I mean, literally, stay cool. It's hot outside. Stay in the AC. You don't want to have a heat stroke.